Hey Mixers, welcome back to another WNBA player props video. I am filming this only after the morning game has been played, so our props for tonight's game, obviously, we can't review those yet, but that means, a little bit of a quicker video. So let's jump into the plays for today. All right, guys, so today we just have a two-game slate for tomorrow. The Liberty at the Valkyries. The Liberty are 3-15-1 away, and then the Valkyries, this is the same team I had the problem with on the spread data that I was talking to you about, the Valkyries. It says 7-5 against the spread at home, but that cannot be true because they've played more than 12 games at home. So that's where I just don't know. There's a hole in this data, obviously, but we do know that the Valkyries are very good at home, straight up, and against the spread. So what I'm going to do in this game here is, the Liberty have won all three of their matchups, including the one that they played in California. And I think that the Liberty win again, guys. I just don't know that the Valkyries can shut down three teams in a row at home, and the Liberty being probably the better of those teams that they've played. So I'm going to take the Liberty on the money line there. The Valks +6, I will take that because I do think that they could keep it close, and I do think there is a small potential that they could win the game. So I'll take them on the spread. That is I like that bet better than the Liberty money line bet. And remember, guys, in case you're new here, I'm not betting these because I'm in a state where I cannot bet these. I'm just giving you my leans on the games so that I can track that data and make any adjustments for next year when I will be in a state that I can bet. I'm probably going to be moving. And so, I want to be prepared and have some historical data to see how good I am or how bad I am and where I need to improve, which I think is the game totals because I haven't done well at game totals. But I'm going to take the over 156.5. If anyone's going to push the Valkyries to go over this line, I think the Liberty are probably going to do it with their offense. All right, next game here is the Fever at the Mercury. The Fever are 9-11 against the spread in away games. The Mercury are 11-8 against the spread at home. The Fever just got embarrassed by the Mercury, and I think it happens again. So we'll take the Mercury on the money line. I will take the Fever +6.5 just because they need the game. I mean, they're desperate for this win. So I will take them on the spread, and I will take the over 165.5 because the Fever are basically going to fall out of the playoffs if the Sparks, can keep winning, and if the Fever keep losing like they have been, and they have not been playing well. I do have some best bets for you today. I have two best bets, so you can just comment anything you want, and you'll be in the running for that cash prize. I'm sorry, guys. I know we've had a lot of 2 days in a row. Usually I try to give 3 or 4 best bets, but I'm just not seeing it, and I don't want to force anything. So here's what I like. Breanna Stewart over 20.5 points rebounds. This was 22.5 points rebounds. We took it a few days ago, and it did not cash for us. We're taking it again, and it's 2 points lower. She landed at 20, so she would have hooked this line as well. So she still needs to play better. But she is over 70% of the time in away games. She had 25, 34, and 33 in the 3 previous head-to-head games. 2 of those were in New York. So she's gone over this line all 3 times against the Valkyries. I'm not really understanding, why she wouldn't do it here. The only thing I could think of is maybe Niara Sabally comes back, which I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I'm not saying I haven't heard anything. But if Niara Sabally comes back, then Breanna Stewart might rebound a little bit less, but she might score a little bit more. So I don't know. I really like the line. I'm going to ride with Breanna Stewart again here, even though she failed me the last time. And then the second best bet I like is Tiffany Hayes over 17.5 PRA. And she's over in 79% of home games. She had 23 in a previous head-to-head at home. You could also check in on her fantasy score. That's not posted yet, but I would like it. It's usually set right around 24.5. And so anything lower than that, and I'm definitely taking it. Now, it's not a guarantee that Tiffany Hayes is even going to play the game, so I do have a pivot for you. This is just going to be a lean unless Tiffany Hayes is out, and then we will probably take this. So Janelle Salon over 10.5 points. This is my pivot. If Tiffany Hayes is out, I do think Janelle Salon will score at least 12 points. She's over 58% of the time at home. She had 9 and 18 in 2 previous head-to-head games that were both in New York. So Salon has not played at home against this New York team. And with Tiffany Hayes out of the lineup, I do think she's going to have her scoring opportunities. Xanda Lassini is also questionable or like a game-time decision. So we do need to find out more about the health of this team. I expect I'm going to be making a lot of last-minute bets here on this team because the Liberty are a good team to bet against. they let people score. So that's why I want to have some Valkyrie players here, but I just don't know which ones are even going to be on the court. And then I have an alt line play for you here. Alyssa Thomas over 9.5 points. She's over in 94% of games, and she had 32 and 18 in the 2 head-to-heads with the Indiana Fever already. Her normal line is only 13.5, so you could take her normal line as well. I just, I don't know why, but I just have a hard time picking the Mercury. Like, who's going to go off? Like, what is it going to be Satu? Is it going to be Kalia Copper? Or is it going to be Alyssa Thomas who's scoring? And I got lucky well, not lucky, but I did hit a couple days ago with Kalia Copper, but I've missed on Satu a bunch of times, except when Copper was out. Since all of them are healthy and on the court, I have had a hard time picking who is going to score for the Mercury. So I just want to take that lower line. But I might, you might see me sprinkling on like a triple-double for Alyssa Thomas. You might see me sprinkle on the PRA. So, yeah, I don't know yet, but those are the bets for right now. So the best bet summary, I have the 2 best bets, Breanna Stewart over 20.5 points rebounds and Tiffany Hayes over 17.5 PRA. Also look at her fantasy score. And then if Tiffany Hayes doesn't play, we're going to pivot to Janelle Salon over 10.5 points. And then my alt line play is Alyssa Thomas over 9.5 points. It's kind of like a guarantee that I'm going to have some added best bets in these 2 matchups. So keep an eye on that pinned comment. I will update that, obviously, if I do add any best bets, or if we do end up pivoting to Salon or Xanda Lacini, if she is playing, then I will for sure let you know. So just let me know in the comments what you're thinking about any of these games. Let me know what you're thinking about football if you want to, just anything that's going on in your head, and that will get you in the cash prize giveaway for today's video. Thanks, guys.